Sanskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet nishtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhāgavata-sevayā bhagavati uttamashloke bhaktir bhavati nishtaki durlabho manusha deho dehinam shanabhangurai tatrapi durlabham manye vaikuntha priyadarshinaha akama sarvakamo va mokshakama udarati tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusham param namami damodara pada pankajam karomi damodara pada pujanam vadami damodara nama nirmalam smarami damodara lila sundaram Hare Kṛṣṇa Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear worshipable devotees, thank you so much for your wonderful association. So, we are reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 23. We're talking about this great personality here who had the 14 symptoms or the signs of opulence. And then from there, we kind of moved our discussion last Thursday to the wonderful symbols at Krishna's lotus feet. And we discussed about the disc. We can quickly do a quick summary here. We discussed about the disc, which basically removes all the enemies, 6 enemies, Shaya, Dosha, Shodhi, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, etc. The lotus helps to develop greed towards the bhakti. The conch reveals the knowledge. We discussed the Dhruva Maharaj story. Thunderbolts smashes the pride on the past reactions, which are like mountains, the past reaction. Giri Parashan Api Paparashin. We discussed Bilamangal Thakur's poem. Elephant goad helps to bring the restless mind under control. Barley corn, sign of opulence. Devotee gets the opulence because devotee uses that, represents Lord carries all kinds of opulences for the devotees. So Krishna generously gives to his devotees. We discussed Prabhupada's example, that how Prabhupada came empty-handed but had like millions of dollars, thousands of disciples. Why? Because using it for the right cause. The bow gives a release from one's distress. You get a blissful feeling with tears due to prema. Flag represents security. Umbrella represents that taking shelter. Fish, I think that's where we pause, so we'll read that. Anyone wants to read the fish? What does that represent?
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji. I can read, Prabhuji. This mark shows that just as a fish cannot live without water, similarly, the surrendered devotees cannot live a moment without directly associating with his feet. It also means that the mind is very fickle, just like a fish that waver this way and that. And so only after much meditation on his feet can one have a control of the mind. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji, thank you for joining. It's such a beautiful meditation when we think about the lotus feet and the fish. in India, as a child, we all have learned and memorized this prayer, or not the prayer, but poem. मछली जल की रानी है, जीवन उसका पानी है, हाथ लगाओ डर जाएगी, बाहर निकालो मर जाएगी. Right? You remember this poem?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So this is a very remarkable poem for all of us, that without bhakti, our life is dead. For a devotee, without Krishna conscious, the life is waste. Or actually, it's true for all human beings, but one who especially understood that, then, as in the bhajans of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Ratan Das Thakur, Krishna rati vina jivan to michhe. Without developing attraction to Krishna, life is waste. Or Radha Krishna na bhajiya janiya shunya vishakhaya. So this example is given in the Science of Self-Realization course also, that no matter how wonderful things we give to a fish outside the water, good chocolates, good opposite sex, good garments, good fish makeup, good whatever the fish can possibly want, but no water. The fish cannot be happy, the fish will die. So similarly, a devotee should be very, very careful that can always think of the Krishna's lotus feet, that without the shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, a surrendered devotee cannot live even for a moment. So, like a fish cannot live for a moment. A moment seems to be like millions of years, right? For a fish, if I'm sure we all have seen maybe the fish out of water, sometimes they're on beaches, or sometimes they're like hankering to go inside the water, right? Even if for like 1 or 2 seconds they're out. I've seen some other people fishing and they find great joy in seeing their suffering. The fish is caught up in that bait, or somehow I've seen in some videos, even in that pot, they're trying to catch the fish. They're moving for their every breath, right? So hankering for that water. So a devotee is that hankering for that Krishna's lotus feet. So we can learn from this fish. Okay, let's see what half moon means. Anyone would like to read this?
This proves here. Ardha Chandra, half moon. This mark symbolizes how his feet truly provide the desired objectives of the devotees. That proves here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So quite straightforward here. Krishna or his lotus feet, because for Krishna, his lotus feet or lotus face or lotus hands or lotus navel or lotus eyes, everything is lotus. Actually, just comparing to a lotus is also very not a great idea as for many devotees, but for us, to get some limited understanding of Krishna's opulence or beauty, the sages compared to the lotus. So Ardha Chandra, half moon. Let me share those. We can do a quick kind of revision as well. These are lotus feet of Śrī Krishna. So, barley corn, anyone remembers? What does barley corn represent without seeing or referring to notes?
Opulence.
Opulence. Krishna gives opulence to his devotees if they use it for the right cause. Lotus. Anyone else wants to try? Lotus. basically spiritual greed, greed for hankering for bhakti, right? We read that. The lotus represents the greed for him in the minds of be-like devotees. Because imagine the lotus flower. Lotus flower, the bees go in there, so devotees are hankering for that nectar. This is the elephant gourd. What does that represent anyone?
Like keep that on devotees' minds so that they can be controlled.
They can be controlled, the mind like a wild elephant. Very nice flag.
Victory.
Flag represents victory or security, fearlessness. Yes. Umbrella.
Taking shelter.
Taking shelter, to be always be under the shelter of Lord Krishna. You can link it to Govardhan. Govardhan is basically the umbrella. Krishna's hand is like the handle. So, very nice. Sudarshan Chakra here.
To cut down the 6 greed, envy, lust, etc. Shed ripus.
Yes. Wonderful. It's excellent. Sudarshan can burn all the sins. Very nice. Here is the thunderbolt, the Vajra.
Distress our ego or pride.
Ego, pride, mountain-like sins. Imagine Indra, could smash mountains. So Lord Krishna, of course, ultimately everything is coming from Krishna. So this Vajra is so powerful, it can destroy mountains of sins. Okay. Now we come to half moon. We just read half moon. Desires.
His feet represents Krishna's foot.
Half moon we just read, right? Desired objective of the devotee. So basically fulfills the desires. Desires means spiritual desires. So we should desire, I want to distribute 1000 Bhagavad Gitas or 500 Bhagavad Gita. This is spiritual desire, very nice desire. Or I want to share, tell 50 people about Kartik lamp offering. It's a very nice spiritual desire. Or I want to help devotees in writing a book, or I want to learn some musical instrument to do kirtan for the Lord. I want to cook for Lord, for devotees. All these I want to learn to make dress for the deities. I want to go to the temple and wash pots. Anything connected to Krishna is devotees. These are all desires, which we all should have in great greed. So greed was where? Lotus. So you can link. When we meditate on the lotus, we get a lot of spiritual desires, greed, and develop a lot of desires, which the Lord will fulfill. So we can connect to the moon. And the fish and the sole at the very bottom of the left foot, right? Is that correct? This is left one, right? Yeah. Maybe. Let's see if it's written. The left foot, the half moon, water pot. There's a verse also actually. On the left foot, the half moon, water pot triangle. So yes. So this is the left one. It may be on the right side, but just imagine Krishna is. So this is on the left one. Okay. So. Okay. So what does fish represent, or what can we think of when we meditate on fish?
Was it
fish
about?
Fish can cannot live without water.
Yeah.
So like
Yes.
that, we have to always surrender onto Lord Krishna and his devotees.
Yes.
Always take us.
Let's take a station. A devotee cannot live without devotion. Bhakt cannot live without bhaktas and bhakti. One of the biggest fears a devotee should have is lack of association. Lack of spiritual association should be the biggest fear. We should be fearful, not of death, not of financial gains or losses, not of even health. Of course, we should take care of health, I'm not saying. But all those things will keep coming. But the biggest fear, devotion, may I never leave the path of bhakti. So that's a fish. I think we covered so far. Oh yeah, conch. Conch, anyone remembers?
Like Dhruva Maharaj, it imparts knowledge.
Knowledge, yes. Wonderful. The bow, anyone remembers the bow? We also discussed the bow.
So giving relief, Prabhuji.
Giving relief of let's see, of one's desires, and get a blissful feeling with tears due to prema. Wow. So relief from the material desires and gives feeling with tears due to prema or Godhead. So this lotus, conch, thunderbolt, elephant goat, barley corn, bow, flag, umbrella, fish, half moon. Let's come to pitcher. Not pitcher, much stuff. Pitcher? Did I say it right? The water pot?
Pitcher is
Pitcher.
pitcher, yeah.
Yes, Mata, do you want to share about
Yes,
this one?
I can read.
Yeah.
Dandat Pranam devotees. This mark shows Lord's feet hold the golden pitcher full of purely nectarian ambrosia to be freely consumed by the surrendered souls, which bring ripples of happiness emanating from divine auspiciousness. These pots are called bhakti, and they show that they contain amrita, holy food, and Krishna distributes them free of cost to all the devotees who surrender to him. These pots never become dry, and they are always distributing amrita to the devotees. Hari Bol. Prabhupada ki jai.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So the picture, actually, there are 4 of those. You see, these are the water pots, or the nectar pots, not water pots, sorry. Picture. So anyone remembers any pastime where we talk about this nectar pot? Where did we read about nectar pot?
Amrita.
Amrita means nectar.
Samudra Manthan Lila.
Yeah. Samudra.
Yes, Samudra Manthan Leela. Who came with the nectar pot?
Dhanvantari.
Mohini
Dhanvantri.
Murti. Mohini Murti.
Mohini.
Mohini Murti? Dhanvantri appeared and
Dhanvantri.
then Mohini Murti later took it. So
Acha.
Dhanvantri first appeared, then the demon snatched it from him. Then Mohini Murti had to come, and then they gladly gave it to her, and then who later distributed. So actually they're talking about Dhanvantri, this Dhanteras, which is a day, two days before Deepavali, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
2 days before Deepavali is the Dhanvantri Tayodashi, which is commonly celebrated in India as Dhanteras, where people buy some gold or something like that. So I think the significance of Dhanvantri Tayodashi is less known, and the ritual of buying gold is more known. So, in Kali Yuga, we take what we like. That's common with most people. So Dhanvantri Trayodashi becomes Dhan. Teras. Tera means Tera. Teras means 13, the 13th day. So the Lord Dhanvantri appeared on that day. So what did he have in his hand? The nectar. So we can imagine, or we can try to understand that these ambrosial nectarian pots full of nectar of Krishna Prema, Krishna is willing to distribute to his devotees who are eagerly looking forward, who are hankering for that nectar. Krishna is going to happily give it to those, like how he gave it to the demigods when he appeared in the form of Mohini Murti. He gave it to the demigods who are not like considered in the category of pure devotees. What to speak of those who are eagerly trying to seek for that nectar? Krishna will certainly give them. Yatama prapadyanti tam sataiv bhajami. And this is the amrita. This is the spiritual food. The real amrita is the spiritual food, Krishna consciousness, which the devotees want to take more and more. So the more we take, the more stronger we will get, right? The more nectar we will take. Nectar is spiritual food. Chanting, reading, hearing, bhāgavatam, services, helping devotees to the best of our abilities. This will make us stronger and stronger in our Krishna consciousness. And when the challenging times will come, when ups and downs will come, a devotee's faith, a devotee's bhakti will not be shaken, because the more one will get so strong to the stage of from anartha nivritti to nishtha and determination. So we can remember this from the picture here on the left foot of the Lord. Okay, so let's go to the next. Cow hoof. Let's read what this means. Anyone? Can't throw, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Cow hoof. This mark signifies that for those who have taken the full shelter of uninterrupted meditation on his feet, the great ocean of worldly existence become very small and insignificant, like the water held in calf's hoof print, and is thus easily crossed over. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. There's a very nice verse in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam in this connection. Has anyone seen calf? Right? Everyone has seen calf. Has anyone seen their footprints? Very tiny. Maybe in your hands they can come, right? The two footprints of the calf. So, and they like to kick also, especially when you go near them. I was fortunate to be born and be raised actually with the cows, because my grandmother still takes care of the cows and the calves. So until I was living in their grandmother's home, till I was at the age of maybe around 11, 12 years. So yeah, they were integral part of our home, cows and the calves. To receive their kicks multiple times. Anyways, they are very nice. They run very fast. So, but yeah, you're talking about the verse. Samashritaye padapallava plavam mahat padam punya yasho murare bhavam buddhir vatsa padam param padam 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 yad vipadam natisham. This is Bhagavatam or Brahma's prayer, 10:14, 58. One of the most very important verses. So would someone like to read this translation?
I can read. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Paswati, please.
For those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Murari, the enemy of the Mura demon, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's hoof print. Their goal is Parampadam, Vaikuntha, the place where there are no material miseries, not the place where there is danger at every step. Back to you.
So this material world is called Kuntha, where there are so many dangers. The spiritual world is Parampadam, Vaikuntha, no danger, no suffering. But is it easy to cross over this mountain, this material world, this ocean of suffering? Is it easy to cross over? What do you all say? It's very difficult, very, very difficult. Shri Narottam Das Thakur says, Porechi bhavatu fane nahika nistara. I'm caught up in this worldly hurricane, this violent samsara dava nalida loka. There is no other way, no other way. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta dase karo para. Only the lotus feet of the Lord. The difficult becomes very easy, although it is very difficult to jump over, to cross over this ocean of material world, samsara, which is very, very vast, very, very deadly, very, very difficult. But Krishna condenses all that into the water contained in the hoof print of a calf. How much water can? 10 milliliters, 20 milliliters, 50 milliliters. Can everyone jump over it? Even a child can jump over a hoof print of a calf. So we can remember that as we are meditating on Krishna's lotus feet, these two little hoof prints of a calf. And if you have, specifically noted calf's hoof print, it's like that. It's like it's not like two, it's one leg, basically, one leg hoof print. Next time you go, whenever we see cows, we can meditate on that hoof print of a cow. It's like that, it's like two parts or toes. I don't know how to say that, but I think you got it right. Any other comments? Swastika we discussed here. Swasti astu vishwasya khalah prasiditam. So there are 4 swastikas signs here on the bottom of the right foot. Okay, to give auspiciousness. Shri Prahlad Maharaj says, Swasti astu vishwasya. Devotee should pray for auspiciousness of everyone. Gives all auspicious events in our family. Our family, for a devotee, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. He considers the whole world to be his family of Prabhupada. Not just me, my wife, my children, that's it. Yes, we have more responsibility towards them, certainly, at least until we are at the Paramhamsa level, which I'm not. We certainly have primary relations and secondary relations. Jagannath Maharaj explains this point very nicely for all the various stuff. Yes, we cannot artificially imitate Paramhamsas. So yes, we have some primary responsibilities and some secondary responsibilities. And we have to nicely do a balance of those. So yeah, meditating about Krishna's lotus feet will give auspiciousness to everyone. Octagon, let's read that. Lakshay? Okay. Prabir Prabhu?
Yes, Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhu, Hare Kṛṣṇa devotees Dandavata Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Octagon, the symbol protects us from all the distress coming to us from all the eight direction, I think. Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhupada.
So here's the wonderful octagon here. So we can imagine danger is at every step. We don't know what will come, from which direction it will come. From top, bottom, left, right, north, west, east, south, whatever. But Krishna's lotus feet will protect us from all the directions. So there is no danger for a devotee, whether heaven or hell. Narayana parasarve na kutashchan vidyati swarga pavarga narkeshu apitulyat darshana. They do not, they are fearless. As well as Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj gave a very nice class about how to develop fearlessness and how to overcome insecurities. And in a nutshell, the answer is Krishna consciousness. The more we strengthen our Krishna consciousness, the more we have the stronger faith. Avashya rakshive Krishna iti vishwasa. Then there is no question of uncertainty, because that whatever the Lord will be arranging is for my benefit, and He will protect me. Avashya rakshive Krishna. This is one of the symptoms of surrender. Krishna will always protect me. Pahi pahi mahayogin deva deva jagatpati nanyam tuad abhayam pashyatra mrityu parasparam. In the womb of Mata Uttara, who was there to protect Abhimanyu? Parikshit, the son of Mata Uttara, was Krishna, who enveloped him, the embryo. So the Sudarshan could not harm from any direction. So from all the directions, Krishna protected Okay, let's go to the next one. Blackberry. Yes, Mata. Shrani Mataji, you want to read?
Chakrika wants to read, Prabhuji. Blackberry fruits.
This symbol indicates the islands available in higher planets, and this symbols takes us there. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Do you like blackberry?
Yes, Prabhuji.
When you eat blackberry, next time you can think of Krishna's lotus feet. When this symbol is present at Krishna's lotus feet.
Where is the blackberry? Where's blackberry?
Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, it's this one.
Do that for.
Prabhu, your mouse is not visible.
My mouse is not visible. Is it moving? No?
Now it is, yeah.
Okay. Let's see first. Let's confirm, is it on left side or right side?
Oh, it's in the octagon, the ashwastik, and that side. Those four are the blackberries.
Oh, here it says jumbo fruit. Where is that? So half moon, water pot, triangle, bow, sky, cows, and conch. Jumbo. So jamun. Jumbo.
On the octagon, there is 4 fruits. Are they jumbo fruits or?
Jumbo fruit. Maybe Mataji can do a quick research. And Jumbo, the Sanskrit is Jambu Urdhva Bekam.
We read about jambu fruit in the Jambu Dvipa description in 5th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam.
Can you see what other ISKCON websites are saying this as? Is it jambu fruit or blackberry? It sounds more like jambu
Exactly,
fruit.
says blackberry Prabhuji.
Mhm. Okay. Jambu fruit. Jambu. Jambu Dweep is certainly there, the island. I think, yeah. So this is the island. Jambu Dweep.
There is one fruit called jamrul. It looks like the same, the green one, jamrul, Bengali. I don't know what in English it's called. And the shostika, there is 4 green ones. This like jamrul fruits.
Jambu is purple one. Purple.
No, jamrul called jamrul. It's a green one. It's just 4 sides of the shostika. That one.
Mhm. I think it's good enough. Jambu is a type of fruit, type of berry, type of fruit. We've read about the Jambu Dvipa. The island has multiple lakes, multiple trees, which are very, very big.
So 5.16.19 Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says, similarly, the fruits of the jambu tree, which are full of pulp, have very small seeds, fall from a great height, and break to pieces. Those fruits are the size of the elephants, and the juice gliding from them becomes a river named Jambu Nadi. This river falls a distance of 10,000 yojanas from the summit of Meru Mandara to the southern side of Ilavrata. We have read this. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji, for that reference. Okay, so this is basically takes one to the higher planets. And what is the highest of all planets eventually? Back home, back to Godhead. So in short, if one takes shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, one will have onward journey back home, back to Godhead. So meditating on Krishna's lotus feet will take us to the highest destination, and that is Sri Goloka Vrindavana. So octagon, swastik, and jambu fruit. So let's see what's left. Just one last few. Triangle. Anyone hasn't got chance yet? Yes, Lakshay, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Triangle. If a devotee surrenders this triangle sign, the devotee will get relief from the 3 distresses of life: birth, death, and disease. Free from 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, saves us from the bad habits available in all the 3 worlds, and indicates that Krishna protects 3 types of living things: celestials, humans, and animals. Also indicates that we should keep our body, mind, and words only on Krishna. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. This is excellent. So many threes are there. The 3 distresses of life, namely birth, old age, birth, disease, and death. The 3 kleshas, Adi Daivik, Adi Atmik, and Adi Bhautik. The triangle on Krishna's lotus feet, right here, and the left one in between the pitcher pots of nectar, is to save us from the 3 distresses, save us from the 3 kleshas, sufferings. And it will uplift from the 3 modes, Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. And will save us from the bad habits available in the 3 worlds, upper, lower, and middle. or over middle of our planet. Triloka. Triloka Shoka Harini. Right? Radha Kripa Kataksha. The lotus feet of Sri Radharani and Krishna will remove all the shoka in the three worlds. And three bad habits, Tiri Vidham Narakasyedvam, lust, anger, and greed, the main three bad habits, the gateway to hell. It will protect us from that also. And it will protect everyone, the celestials, humans, and animals. So we should always keep our three BMW, body, mind, and words. Sannyasi has three dandas or three dandi sannyasi in the Vaishnava Samprada. So many power of three we can see. At least like 7-8 things are there connected to three. Mata Durga has also three shul, which destroys the three kinds of suffering. Okay, last two. Up curved line or urdhva rekha. Anyone? The urdhva rekha here. Anyone wants to read?
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yes, please.
Up curving line. To take a devotee straight away to Krishna's world without interruption. Thank you.
Very bold. That's amazing. So we'll keep making progress. The devotee will keep making progress without interruption. So there is no break in the line. It will keep going steady, upward. Urdhva rekha, urdhva chetasaha.
Where are these lines, Prabhuji?
This is right here, you see, on the right foot. You see, on the Radharani, that's on the left hand. You see that? It'll take us back home, back to God. And the last, the space or Akash. Good. Nice. Swati Mataji, please. Vijay Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Akash, clear all the sins of devotee and take them to devotion step by step. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So this is the space here. The space means clear. So it will clear all the impurities, all the doubts, all the sins, and take them to devotion step by step, krame. So let's maybe try to do a kind of quick recap of Krishna's. So we'll do the right side here, right lotus feet. Let's see if how many of you recall how many symbols on the right lotus feet. Anyone?
Where the fish is at the bottom?
No, that's the left one.
Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Barley corn.
Or someone said.
Urdhva rekha.
Jambu fruits.
Flag.
Disc.
Lotus.
Plastic.
Plastic is already written in the
Flag.
Elephant goat.
Yes, elephant goat.
Disc. Prabhuji.
Disc, was it disc or chakra? Yes, Darshan.
Pictures.
No,
Pitcher is
pitchers.
on the other left one. What
I think
else?
go, or was it?
Go is on the left one.
Sorry.
The octagon, the 8th side, 8 directions.
And Indra's
Thunderbolt.
thunderbolt.
That's it. Okay. So let's do the left one now.
Fish, conch, trikon,
Fish, nice. Conch,
Cow, half.
yeah. Calf, hoof print,
Calf, hoof.
Bow, sky,
oh,
else?
Vajra. Where is the Vajra?
Vajra, the 10th one, the right one we wrote.
teacher.
Conch, it's already done it.
Teacher.
Pitcher, yes, times 4. Half moon below the triangle.
Lotus. Lotus.
Actually, Lotus was on the left one. Let's see.
Lotus is on the right.
Did we miss
In
the
right.
8, only 8 there.
Yeah, on the left only 8. Correct.
So let's maybe see what we can do a quick reading. Okay. I worship Lord Hare Kṛṣṇa, whose lotus feet are endowed with the 19 great opulences. On the left, half moon, water pot, triangle, bow, sky, cow's hoof prints, fish, conch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 11 on the right one. The 8-pointed star on the octagon. I think that's a better way to write instead of an octagon. Swastika, wheel or chariot, disc, parasol. That's basically it's parasol. Elephant, goat, flag, barley, corn, thunderbolt.
Jumbo fruit.
That's what is parasol here? Lotus?
No.
Lotus is not mentioned. Oh, lotus is mentioned, sorry.
The fruit is not mentioned, jambu fruit. If you see in both of them.
Jambu fruit is mentioned.
No,
Yeah, Lotus also mentioned.
Lotus, so what's not mentioned?
oh, is that the news?
Oh, yeah. Elephant, goat, you mean? That's there. Umbrella. Oh, umbrella. It's umbrella. Umbrella is not mentioned. Okay, we finally figured it out. Okay, so this we will write as this 8-pointed star.
So just here 11 should be Lotus, Prabhu, right?
Yes. So 11 on the right side. And if you have to remember, I'm very bad at drawing, but you can. Just so that we can approximately remember where they are. Please excuse my drawing. You can all draw on your notebooks or wherever you're using. So Urdhva Rekha, right? It's like this. And at the bottom, we have the
Octagon.
eight-pointed octagon.
Yeah. Four
And then
fruits around it.
Yes, the fruits around it. The jumbo fruit.
Swastika.
And then in the middle, we have the swastika. And all the four, right? One, two, three, four. What else we have? The barley corn right here. Okay. What
This,
else?
This below the barleycorn.
Yes. This is the disc.
And below the disc is umbrella. Paras.
Umbrella, yes.
on their side is elephant.
Yeah.
Next,
No,
and lotus. on
lotus in the middle.
Flag.
Here.
Yes. Between 2, 3, 4, there is the lotus. By lotus side is the elephant gourd.
The elephant goats here.
Below the elephant gourd is the thunderbolt.
People will laugh at my drawing.
Flag.
Oh yes, somewhere here, right?
Flag.
Flag is the flag part is on the other side, Prabhu.
Other side of this
Yeah.
Urdhva Rekha.
No, yeah, Urdhva Rekha. Not others. Not yeah. Not here. Previously you put it
Yeah, that's correct, Prabhu. Below lotus flower.
below lotus flower. Yeah.
Oh, lotus is actually quite above.
Yeah, right below the lotus flower, Prabhu.
But
Chakra.
Better. So lotus is here. So lotus. I have to explain this.
below that, yeah, below that is the flag.
The flag.
The flag is the
Instead of P, Prabhu, he wants to draw a Q. Draw Q.
Q.
Meaning it is on the other side. It's flipped.
yes.
No, it's right here. I'm
Yeah, but-
watching.
Flip the flag. Just mirror image.
Mirror image, Prabhu. Yeah.
But that's how it's shown here. I'm just checking.
Maybe we are seeing it a little opposite, Prabhu. Maybe it's our fault.
It is showing correctly, Mataji. Prabhu.
Let's see the okay. Right, this we're
Yeah.
referring to this one.
Yes, it's
Okay.
correct, Prabhu.
So we got the chakra. So I think we got all.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. You're right. Prabhu.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now we go to the left one. So we have the fish.
Conch on the top.
Conch.
But we can just write the word too, if it is too difficult to draw, because I understand it's a very difficult.
The three. Conch, okay, the fish.
Four pitchers or Amrut nectar pots.
Yes, so the triangle. The 4 pots. What else we have here?
Half moon.
Half moon. Okay. We have the space which clears the devotee's path. Ether space.
And calf hoof print.
Hoof print right in the middle.
Half moon.
Looks good. I'll get at least B grade.
You're passing grade, Prabhu. You passed. You went back to Godhead, Prabhu.
So now let's do a quick summary again. Umbrella. Anyone remembers the meaning?
You
Shelter.
protect shelter.
Shelter.
Being shelter of Krishna's feet. Barley corn.
Opulence.
Opulence gives Krishna's to the right devotees. Swastika here.
Auspiciousness.
Auspiciousness. Swastika. Swastha, remember these. So if we remember some, connection, it will be easy to remember. Upcurved lines here.
Take devotee directly back to Godhead.
Yes. Without break. So everyone can draw this in their notebooks or somewhere. Even kids would like to do this exercise. I'll do this in the next kids class also. Jumbo fruit, there are 4 here. What does that mean? Remember Jambu Dvipa?
Higher planets.
Higher planets, and ultimately the highest of all is back home, back to God.
Golok.
Flag,
Victory.
victory, security, shelter. Elephant goad.
Keep control on the minds of devotees.
Yes. The wild elephant-like mind can be controlled by lotus feet of the Lord. Chakra, Sudarshana.
Cut the Shadripus, lust, envy, pride, greed.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. Octagon or the 8-pointed star. 8
Protects from 8 direction.
directions. Wonderful. Thunderbolt. Yes, thunderbolt.
Smashing.
Mountains of sins.
Sins.
Smashes.
Yeah, destroys my-
So now everyone good with the meaning, with the names, with the, if someone wakes you at 2 a.m. in the morning, then ask where is what and what does it mean? You'll be able to say. And the best is to draw and to share with someone too. Okay, the fish on the left one.
Association with devotees.
Association, yes, you can't live without the water of association of devotees. A triangle.
3 miseries, 3 Rajagun, Satagun.
Yeah.
Yes. 3 miseries, 3 modes, 3 tap, 3 worlds, lust, anger, and greed, using body, mind, and words. And a lot of 3s, 3 run down. So water, nectar pot, pitcher. The nectar of holy food. the food for the soul, the ambrosia, which will sustain our bhakti if we take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. The moon represents desires, right? So the moon will fulfill all our spiritual desires, Krishna's lotus feet, and make the material world into like a hoofprint of a calf. One can easily cross.
One is missing there. Bow is missing. The bow is missing in the.
Oh yeah, in the drawing. That's a good point. Thanks, Prabhu, for that reminder. So it's somewhere here, right?
Just top of the hoof. Cow, yeah. Yes.
And I think we had to write the lotus here. So 11 plus 8. Oops. So anyways, 11 plus 8. Yeah, so conscious knowledge, ether the space, to clear the space, clear the mind of all the garbage and focus on Krishna. And the bow is a hard to remember one. Tears of prema. Tears of prema is connected to the bow. The distress will be gone and tears of prema will come in life for devotee. So I hope that was meaningful, at least a lot to me. Any thoughts? Oh, it's already 8:50.
Prabhu, I want to share 2 points here.
Please.
One point is, when we were reading the Lord Ram's pastime, it is stated in Bhagavatam that Bharat was eating only barley corn in one line in the translation. Well, he was 14 years when Lord Ram was in exile. The other thing is, there is a nice, actually, Govardhan Shila was given to Srila Sanatana Goswami when he was very old. He was doing every day Govardhan Parikrama. But when he was very old, he was not able to do that. So Lord Krishna came and gave him. And on that Sanatana Govardhan Shila, there is a hoop print there. And that Shila is there in Radha Damodar temple. It is covered by a cloth. But if you give like little dakshina to the pujaris, they will allow you to see that hoop print and that Shila in Radha Damodar temple. Actually, I had the good fortune to have darshan in 2016 when I went to Vrindavan during Kartik. So just wanted to share.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing that wonderful pastime. Anything else before we pause for today?
Oh, yeah, I'm so impressed with your drawing skills. All glorious. No, Prabhu, this was helpful. Very helpful.
Oh, Krishna. I am impressed with your sense of humor. Oh, Krishna. I think those who will be watching online later will see, wow, I'm trying. They'll send their kids for everything, but never for drawing to learn from me. No, drawing from me. Anyways, jokes apart, but I think the idea is to remember these wonderful symbols and to understand the lessons. Just in the lotus feet, there is so much. Great devotees start to meditate on lotus feet of the Lord, and sometimes they're just 1 hour goes and they're just thinking, oh, Krishna's lotus feet. Because there is so much there only. Everything is there. Oh Krishna, I can engage my mind, body, and senses. Oh Krishna, I'm suffering from that distress. Please, you remove all the distress through your bow, through your elephant gold, at your lotus feet. You can pray deep in so much prayer and just at the lotus feet. And it is the beauty of the Lord Krishna. Lord Ram stands straight, but Krishna stands, showing his lotus feet, so that we can meditate upon those. Okay, so we'll pause here. Bhāgavatam Puran ki jai, Krishna's lotus feet ki jai, Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyeva cha. Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.